swag of a prize fighter, the antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Deontay Wilder insinuates that Andy Ruiz is taking steroids. All right, we're going to listen to his comments and then we'll discuss them in greater detail. And this video appears courtesy of Ellie Setback. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Ellie Setback. All right, subscribe to ES News. Let's take a listen to what Deontay Wilder had to say.
And he's a good fighter, though. I like his speed. I like his willingness and his bravery. But it's not gonna be enough for me, though. He's gonna put the extra recipe on top of it. Everything he got name, he's gonna have to put some more on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I am the man. I am that man. You feel me? That's why they fear me. You understand? And with me, you're going to have to need extra help. And I ain't talking about just you by yourself. Get that extra help. Get that extra help. Y'all believe in that. Choo-choo.
Hopefully.
Y'all believe in that. Because that ain't going to go nowhere in the sport. They ain't going to go nowhere. Yeah. They ain't gonna go nowhere in this sport, man. We can stop talking about that. We can stop paying these drugs people to come at us and all. We can stop paying that.
You sound like me now.
These steroid stuff ain't going nowhere in this business. Because why they get on steroid? Because of fear. That's fear.
Correct, I agree. They're insecure.
If you wasn't scared like me,
you wouldn't do it.
You ain't got to.
Yep. You're right.
You ain't got to.
They're insecure.
They get on this because they're insecure and they scared, bro. And that's just it. Fuck talking about feeding a family, because if you a man, if you know what you got, you're gonna feed your family regardless. Because I'm gonna say I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna show you I can do it just with myself. I ain't gotta need no help. I ain't gotta have no temper gloves. I ain't gotta have nothing shot in my ass. I ain't gotta take nothing to go down my throat, rap boy. I ain't gotta do all that shit.
Not only that, but you paid from your own pocket crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, so that's what Deontay Wilder had to say about Andy Ruiz. He didn't really say he was on it, but if you listen to what he said he need that little help, you know. And then he went on his rant about people taking the gear. So Trill Dollar Bill, what's your reaction to that?
You know how Wilder feels, you know. If you beat him, you must have been cheating. You must be cheating. You know. Now, listen. Deontay Wilder, you know, sometimes, you know, his comments gets him in trouble, but he has a right to say whatever he feels. You know, he has the right to speak if he feels that, you know, these guys, in order to, you know, go against him, that's basically what he feels like they need that extra juice, you know. And he's basically, you know, seems like he was kind of calling him out on it, saying that, you know, in order to beat him, that's what you're gonna need, you know, and that's what these guys been doing. You know, we talk about it on this sport too. You know, we talk about it all the time. Like, of course, we think that it's being done, and we think it sucks. And Wilder did say something. You know, a lot of these people do get on this because they need that extra. They do cheat, and it's not fair to the people that really get it from the mud and really go out there and get it the right way. You know, yeah. I agree with some of the stuff he was saying, but I'm not just gonna just hop out and call Andy Ruiz like a cheat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna jump out the window on him like that. But you know, Deontay Wilder, he did make some comments, and and it's sad that we're still talking about this in the sport.
Yeah, I think when you look at the sport itself, I mean, in a sense, he is right. There are always going to be people looking for a way to cheat. And, most recently, we got the Conor Ben situation. We saw what happened with Jared Big Baby Miller, and Deontay Wilder was even talking about Gerald Big Baby Miller, excuse me, not Jared, but Gerald Big Baby Miller, before he even popped positive in boxing, although he had popped positive in a different sport, which was MMA, I believe, prior to popping positive in boxing. But he was calling him out. You look at the history, even with some of the current fighters like Dillian White in 2012 with Jack 3D, Tyson Fury in 2015 with testing positive for a banned substance and saying that it was wild boar meat, which is possible because they do put things in meat, as we discussed before. But again, it's still possible that you were cheating. So you have examples of guys who had pop positive in the past who are still fighting. Even Luis Ortiz, I believe, had the system.
Canelo with the meat, the taco meat.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sticking strictly with the heavyweight division and people who Wilder has faced or will potentially face in the ring. But with that being said, I haven't heard anything about Andy Ruiz. Oh, wasn't there something about Andy, I think? Wasn't it cocaine, I think? Andy Ruiz did have
something.
A positive drug test, I believe. At one point. Check real quick and see if I can. Yeah, I do recall, but I thought it was something different. Let me pull it up real quick. Andy Ruiz, so he refused. Everything keeps coming up about I just did a quick search. It's not coming up. It's not coming up, but I thought I did see something somewhere, Andy Ruiz. But I mean, at this point, it would have been a while ago, and I'm not certain that it was PEDs. Yeah, I don't think it was PEDs. Yeah. With that being said, cheating is going to happen in the sport. You got millions of dollars in this sport. You got people who, like he said, they're trying to feed their family. They're trying to get a one-up. They're trying to get an advantage. There's going to be people who are incentivized to cheat. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, they're cheating to beat Deontay Wilder. And this is where I'd say we part ways. They were cheating before they were going to fight Deontay Wilder, so why wouldn't they cheat when they're going to fight Wilder? If Wilder's implying that he's a clean athlete and he wants the sport to be clean, I'm with him 1,000%. But there are going to be people who question Wilder in whether or not he's been clean throughout his entire career. I always say, if you didn't test positive, there's nothing I can say. So Wilder hasn't popped positive. Joshua hasn't popped positive. Usyk hasn't popped positive. So, if you haven't popped positive to me, then I can't say anything against you being clean. Like I say, be good at it. I can have suspicions, but if you don't pop positive, you don't pop positive. So Andy Ruiz is clean as it stands right now. I haven't seen any positive tests from Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is getting results. He's getting gains, as the people would say, in the gym. And perhaps Wilder's looking at it and questioning whether or not those are natural gains. But without a positive test, I can't really get into it. We could get into the speculation. If you want to go to Caden's speculation list, oh, trust me, I can give you my top 15 fighters who I think are on the gear, who are on something. But I won't do it because I don't have any sound proof. So I'm not just gonna come out here and say anything. Although, if I had to put money on it, I believe I'm right.
I was just doing a little research on the Andy Ruiz thing, and there's something popped up. It was something about to suggest that Ruiz had a drug suspension early in his career. In his first 21 fights, somebody said that it was for weed. Depending on the state, he could have had it expunged from his fight record.
Yeah, I do believe it was some involving drugs. Like it wasn't like a PED.
Yeah,
that's my recollection of it.
Mm-hmm. But y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know you rocking with the Boxing Bros.